What's going on, family? Entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray back with another Gamecock news update today. We're talking about the South Carolina Gamecocks are not done in the transfer portal. Before I go any further, man, here's what I need you to do. One of three things. One, join the Patreon. Yes, if you like exclusive content, if you want these videos first and foremost, hot off the press, hot, make it hot. You can go to patreon.com/Lucky Murray. The link will be in the description below. Two, if you can't join the Patreon, which I know you want to join the Patreon, but if you cannot join the Patreon, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell that let you know every time I drop a video. And the three, share the video, helps out a ton. So let's get into this. Man, woo, man, listen, man. I've been dropping videos like hotcakes, bro. Here's why. Because Shane Beamer and the South Carolina Gamecocks do not disappoint when it comes to this Gamecock news. Man, I'm just so excited, bro. The reason why, because we are aggressive. And that's one thing that I felt like in this new Wild Wild West of football, you have to be aggressive. And one tool that you can use is the transfer portal. Now, I do wish that they make it to where it doesn't penalize high school kids that are trying to make it. I think they should have high school kids and they should have a certain number of transfer players that you can add on to a year, just because of the simple fact that every year you got a whole bunch of fluctuation. I'm saying the word wrong, but doesn't matter. Influctuation. Yeah, I'm saying that word name. A whole heap of transfers. Let's say that, shall we? And Shane Beamer said he's not done, so we're going to read the article for 24/7 Sports, and we're going to acknowledge this. We're going to analyze it. We're going to acknowledge, analyze, and see what's happening. So let's go to the article, shall we? 247sports.com. So it says the South Carolina Gamecocks head coach Shane Beamer said on Thursday that the Gamecocks not done in the NCAA Transfer Portal. On Friday, he gave a little bit of insight as to where he might be heading with regards to position. Beamer said that there is a position on defense where he felt they were a bit short after National Signing Day in December, but he also said that he's not going to turn down a great player at any position. Y'all heard that from the horse's mouth. Let's keep going. If you are looking at December's recruiting, maybe what we didn't get done that we needed to get done, defensive end and outside linebacker, was a major need for us in December, Beamer said on Friday in a meeting with the media. We didn't quite get where we needed to get there, in my opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to take another one, but we potentially could. Beamer said that they will take a look at some running backs in the portal. Kevin Harris and Zaquandre White both declared for the NFL draft, so that leaves the Gamecocks with the redshirt freshman Marshawn Lloyd and true freshman Juju McDowell as the only running backs with having played meaningful stats. The Gamecocks also could go through spring practice, and if there are some other needs, they could look at the portal again. A lot of this just depends on going through spring practice and where we are, and there is always the flexibility of adding guys after spring practice, Beamer said, like we did with Tyrese Ross coming after spring practice. He came in the summertime, right? So that's in it right there. What I think about this? I know y'all like, Lucky man, what do you think about this? I'm going to tell you right now. I think that you cannot, I think what the transfer portal has done is open up, not a can of worms, but I can say a can of worms, but I think, man, you got to use what you got to use, man. If you need a need, if there's a guy who is not happy at a situation that could help you in another situation, got some experience. Almost like the transfer portal to me, is like JUCO. It's like getting a guy from JUCO. Instead of going to a lower level, you plucking the guy, some of these guys that play high-level competition and know that coming to your system that they can nurture and learn and grow. So I think, listen, you can't turn down a player at any position. You'll be naive to do that. But, you know what I'm saying, get in position of needs that way can help your team go from 7 wins to maybe 9 to 10 wins a season is absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy that Shane Beamer is not letting his foot off the necks of these people that's trying to play South Carolina and South Carolina football. I like it. I enjoy it. I appreciate it. And the fact of the matter is that we are not done, right? And if you're a high school kid being recruited, if you're watching me, man, I'm going to give you some sauce, right? I'm not an insider yet when it comes to recruiting. I don't have plugs or connect. I'm just joining the game, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not signed by December, you need to figure out what's going on, because the scholarships that are offered in February are not the same as the ones in December. If you're not a special player, you can't wait till February to sign your letter of intent. You got to sign in December, the early signing period. That is the new signing period, because transfers will take up those spots that you leave behind. And as far as these transfers, man, goes, like, make sure you know what you're doing when you transfer, because there are a lot of guys that don't get picked up from the transfer portal. So a lot of guys, they get unhappy they transfer. Who's to say that you're going to get picked up? But here's what I need you to do, man, because I'm excited, man. Let me know what you think about the comment section below. What have you been hearing about as far as names that we could potentially get in South Carolina going into spring practice? Let me know what you think about the comment section below. And are you going to spring practice? Let's talk about this in the comment section below. Get us an entertainer, motivated, educator, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another Gamecock news update today. We're speaking about Shane Beamer not done at South Carolina. Get some transfers. Let me know what you think about the comment section below. But like always, enjoy the Patreon. Until next time, people.